Ready, Dave?
Yeah, looks good, Coach.
So I can't really comment on anything because I haven't seen a stat sheet all day, which is another oddity of my job this year. So I thought we did a good job of surviving and winning. And I'm proud of what our guys did, actually.
Keith, you had 5 guys scored 12 points or more. Is that something that has to be pleasing considering you haven't played in a month?
Well, I thought we did a good job of sharing the ball. Again, I didn't see the statistics, so I don't know what the assists to turnovers were, but I'm imagining they were pretty good. And I thought, in particular, I thought Amari Kelly gave us a huge lift, and I thought Toby Okani gave us a huge lift. And we have good depth. We have good players. I mean, it's just a matter of, getting in better condition, learning our system. We need to get better every day.
Keith, how nice is it to see Amari have a good game like that after everything that he's been through?
Well, I'm proud of him. He's been through a lot. I mean, there's no one in America. There's not one player in America that's been through more than him. And he's really a nice young man. So I'm happy for him. But again, like, I run a business, so I try to take all the emotions out of this. No matter how much I like somebody or how badly I want somebody to play well, I try to run it like a business. And I'm not always right, but hopefully I'm more right than wrong.
Keith, Toby was obviously a pretty well-regarded kid when you got him. Did you know that he was going to be able to have this kind of impact this early on, or was that something that you learned after you kind of got your hands on him that he had the potential to be special right away?
Well, first off, you're talking about a very academic family. Like, his family is high-level academic, so you're talking about a high-quality human being. But the thing that I like best about Toby is he likes the game. Like, he wants to get in the gym. He wants to get better. He thinks he's good, even to a fault, so he'll probably tell you his coach was stupid for not playing him more earlier in the season, but that's okay, because that's what guys are supposed to do. They're supposed to think they're good. But I was proud of what he did. I thought he was fearless. I thought he made shots, but he spent a lot of time on his shooting. He drove the ball to the rim, and he's a multi-dimensional defender. I thought he did a good job defensively. He's a very prideful young man. So I'm most happy for his family and then him, because I really like his family.
Keith, you've talked about it multiple times now, how you were worried how your team would be when it came to being in shape because of this, all of these layoffs. What did you think about their performance today as far as endurance goes? I thought they looked pretty solid out there as far as having their breath. Well,
again, I haven't seen a stat sheet, but we played a lot of people. I like their competitiveness. I like the way they played together. I thought Mike Hughes really shared the ball offensively, which really helped us. Again, we played inside out, but we got good performance from our point guard, Sincere Carey, as well. And I thought George Washington played pretty well. They shot the ball in on us. Like, they're pretty good now. They had to retool a little bit with those guys leaving, but in some ways they may be better.
Did you play 12 guys knowing you have to come back tomorrow afternoon?
No, I just wanted to play 12 guys. I decided I'm going to try to build this long term, just because it's such a screwy year anyway. I just wanted to play. I really wanted to play more than that, but I couldn't do it.
Keith, you guys limited them to only 4 assists throughout the whole game. What were you doing to cut off those passing lanes defensively?
We didn't do anything special. We felt like, that they're really good on the ball screen. We spent a lot of time on, covering the ball screen and just sitting in and making them have to kick balls back out and then closing out and guarding. But like those 2 guys, those 2 left-handers, man, they're a handful. It's amazing when you play with like such freedom, how good you can be. It's really a lesson for coaches. You can't let everybody have freedom, or you'll have issues. But those 2 guys play with such freedom, and that they think the next shot's going in if they miss the one before. I thought we actually contested some shots that went in. They just made some tough ones.
Did you get a chance to, since you play tomorrow and you played them today, do you get a chance to look at what they do well, what they don't do well? I'm talking about George Washington that might help you as far as preparation.
It really, Jerry, was very similar to what I thought it would be. So they iced our ball screens. Remember I told you guys that? They doubled the post. And again, I think we won the battle of the inside out, right? I think we have more assists than them, right? Like, how many assists did we have?
17.
We had 17.
17 is a good number. How many turnovers did we have?
8.
8. That's, if you do that every night, you got a chance. So, you know, we're built on throwing the ball inside to throw it back outside. And we did a nice job of that. So to answer your question, Jerry, the game was about what I thought it would be like. So tomorrow, what will happen? Will they play zone? Will they press? I don't think they really can press because they're kind of a little bit short benched right now. But I think we could see some zone, you know, to try to take away that inside game of ours. So, and then, you know, we had to adjust a little bit too because Marcus Weathers had foul trouble.
Since this is such a weird season, Keith, and your team has so much experience, so much depth, are you built to maybe withstand a season like this, maybe more than you might have been 2 years ago?
Oh, well, there's no doubt about that, Jerry. We're, like I told you, in a normal year, this is the best team we've had. So will it turn out to be? There's a lot of variables. Like, you know, when you see Oscar Tshiebwe walk away from the number 9 team in the country at midseason, then you don't know what the hell could happen tomorrow or within the next hour or the next 15 minutes. Like, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy time. So, but by far right now, we've got the best guys that we've ever had here.
Keith, how proud of you are you of this group, considering everything that you've been through, not only in the past month, but just over the last year, I guess, for them to kind of regroup, come on the road after, you know, the last couple road trips and get the win today?
Well, I'm proud. I mean, I'm proud, but it really doesn't matter until we get to the end of March. So, like, tomorrow could be another day where I'm not so proud. Hopefully it isn't, but like, look, you got to enjoy the ones you win because you don't know when the next one's coming, so you better enjoy it. I think I've talked to like Shaka Smart about this because we've been together a long time, and he says this all the time. He says the problem with our business is we don't enjoy the wins as much as we despair over the losses. So you better enjoy them while you can for about 15 minutes, and then get ready for the next one tomorrow. So, and hopefully we'll play well tomorrow as well.
Toby,
How good did it feel to go out there tonight and you know, put on the performance that you did?
It felt really good. My teammates and my coach gave me the confidence to just come in and play my role. So I felt comfortable once I got on the court.
Toby, did you have an idea that you'd be able to have this kind of impact this early in the season? Did you feel like you might have to build up more to get to this point?
I definitely think I had to build up more. No matter how good I think I am, I still got to work for every opportunity I get.
What do you think allowed you to have the kind of success you had tonight, especially given the fact that you guys, you didn't have a non-conference schedule really, you haven't practiced that much?
I think it was just the confidence that Coach D gave us. It was just like come in and just play our game and play together, that everything will work out.
Toby, as a freshman, just how was it getting at maybe the practices were maybe your games, given you guys weren't able to play much and that you were a freshman that still was learning a lot as this shutdown was happening?
It was a lot, but at the same time, our veterans took me under their wings, like the other freshmen, and they just told us to just play our game and that everything's gonna come everything starts with defense and just showing us what Coach D wants.
Were you a little disappointed, Toby, you didn't play more in the first 2 games?
I mean, I was disappointed, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't my time yet, that I just had to get my feet wet, that the veterans knew how to handle certain situations better than we did.
Toby, did you come into today thinking that you had to step up maybe a little bit because of you guys being off so long and having to play a lot more players than normal, or was this just a normal game for you as far as approach?
Approach-wise, I definitely thought that like myself and other players had to step up because of our little laps, because we just need contribution from everybody and that we're better as a team.
Toby, what's it like being a young guy coming into a team that had so many returning players and so many guys that kind of already had established roles? And you know this team could be pretty good without you. What was it like kind of trying to find a place where you could fit in around so many returning guys?
I mean, they were pretty good last year, but at the same time, like, we're just better as a unit now. I think we have a lot of depth. Even that we played like 10 guys, we can go even deeper, and all of them can play the same amount of minutes as everyone else.
Do you feel like that depth is going to be an advantage this year? I mean, now you're going to play back-to-back games. I've seen some other circumstances where some teams have had to play. Like last night, Robert Morris played without their top 2 point guards, where there may be these mixed-up situations where you may have to lean on that depth.
Yeah, I definitely think that our depth is going to come into key later on in the season, because no matter injuries, someone's out, that everyone's ready to step up. In practice, we just keep going at it like you're a starter. It doesn't matter if you don't play or you do play.
Toby, do you remember the last time you were perfect from the floor?
No, I don't know. I definitely don't remember that.
Did you realize that during the game you hadn't missed a shot?
No, I was just focused on winning the game, actually. Like, when I got back to the bench, like with like a few minutes left, that's when like my teammates told me like how much I had and stuff like that.